Hello everyone. Today I'm finally going to review Batman v Superman. I never saw this movie in theaters. It just came out today and I'm pretty excited to actually watch this movie. I heard it was really bad. A lot of people reviews are awful for it. It has like a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is really bad. I was kind of nervous when I spent $20 to watch this movie, but I did watch the 3-hour extended cut. So I watched the rated R version. And I have to say, I really like this movie. I cannot comprehend how this movie got below a 50%. I cannot figure it out. The Room has a better score than this movie. What? This movie, regardless of if it is done well, it looks beautiful, it's shot well, has great music, the characters are good. Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot are very good as Batman and Wonder Woman. Especially, I just wish there was more of them as characters. There was a lot more of Superman as a character, and that's fine. I really liked Henry Cavill as Superman. He did a good job too. I also really, really liked Lois Lane in this movie. I cared for her. Her character was great. I thought she did a good job. I think her name is Amy. I can't remember her last. I think it's Amy something. And a lot of people didn't like Jesse Eisenberg's performance as Lex Luthor. I did. I thought it wasn't like the best he could have done. I didn't like how just kind of like spontaneous and like just he was kind of dumb, but I wasn't mad about it. It was okay. He just like I'm fine with him being Lex Luthor. I'm not mad about it. I think he was a evil character and they portrayed him as one, and that's good. With an a character with good intentions, but is bad, and that's kind of what Lex Luthor is. And Lex in this movie, he's kind of creepy, but he was okay. Jesse Eisenberg did a good job. I think it was just fine. There's someone else I think should have taken the role. They probably shouldn't have given to him. Someone as young as I didn't really like that he was young, but regardless, he did an okay job. The Batmobile in this movie I really liked. I liked the Batwing. Batman in this movie was really good. There is the biggest complaint I have with this movie is a lot of people would agree with this is that Batman kills. And my favorite version of Batman is the Christian Bale Batman. Batman doesn't kill. And I I'm okay with it because it's a different universe. It's obviously a different universe. It's not connected to any main universe or others. It's a new one, and that's fine. I don't like that he kills. It kind of irks me a bit, but I have a feeling that it's going to come into play in the Batman solo movie. I also liked is it J.K. Simmons that plays Alfred in this movie? I think it's J.K. Simmons, and I really liked him as Alfred. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. I thought he did a very good job. He was younger than your normal Alfred. He was a lot more useful than your normal Alfred, and I kind of like that. I also did not really understand why the extended cut was rated R. Obviously, I haven't seen the regular version of this movie, but I have to say the one complaint I hear that's the biggest is that this movie does feel rushed, and I can kind of understand that a little bit. The first act of the movie is a bit boring, and I understand people complaining about that too, but I completely felt invested in this movie the whole way through, even if the first and second act were a bit boring. And the third act is really, it picks up with action. All the action is basically in the third act, and I really liked that. The action with Doomsday, which it's not really I'm not going to spoil anything, but the Doomsday fight and all of the stuff in the end is really good. Doomsday was not a problem for me, and that's a lot. It's a big problem for a lot of people. Is Doomsday's a big CGI creature meature monster or whatever. I didn't have. I thought they did him well. I didn't find anything wrong, and the ending was very good. The only problem a lot of people have that I don't again is the setup for the Justice League. And let's be honest, guys, this movie is a setup movie. It's set up to create the DC universe. Man of Steel started it, but this is setting it up really. And they had to do it some way. They had to set it up, but they did it fine. It wasn't like anything special. It wasn't Amazing Spider-Man 2, so it wasn't awful. They could have it was fine. Okay, it was all right. I'm not gonna get mad about it. A lot of people got really mad about it. I also liked how they showed. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the people in the Justice League, they did a really, really cool thing with Cyborg. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought that was really, really cool. But there was a really good scene with the Flash too that was a part of a dream sequence that I don't want to spoil, but that's another problem I have is why Batman has the nightmare sequence. I don't really get that. That was another problem I had with this movie is I was confused a lot. Pretty much, I think for the first and second act, everything that was kind of being set up to lead up to the third act, I was really confused. At the start of every scene, I was really confused. I was like, "Where are we? What are we doing here?" And I was kind of wishing for those little things in the top right corner or left, and it would say like Metropolis here, whatever. I felt very, very confused with a lot of the things that happened. But, they all got explained eventually, so it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, I mean, I don't have that many complaints with this movie. I addressed them all. They're minor, and I think this is a good start to the DC Cinematic Universe. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, but I still think this movie, whether you don't think it is the greatest or it's comparable to any Marvel movie, and there are Marvel movies that are better than this movie. It's not the greatest. It's definitely not the best Batman movie, and it's definitely not the best Superman movie. But it does have character, and it tries. It really does try. I think they did a good job with this movie, and I think I'm going to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. I think they did a fine job, and it does not deserve a 20%. It's not fair. That's just not. It doesn't deserve that. The movie works. It should get above a 50%. The plot is cohesive, and it has good action, and the CG doesn't look bad. It should have above a 50%, and a lot of critics didn't do that, and I don't see that. That's just unfair to me. But that's my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinions. As always, leave your opinions in the comments below. Tell me what you thought, and I'll see you guys next time.